The flood defence is needed in Littleborough. There's been frequent flooding over the past years, particularly in Boxing Day floods in 2015. In high flows, in high rainfall events, this reservoir will store the water for a longer period, and effectively it will stop flooding, onset of flooding earlier downstream. So we're stood in the orifice structure of the Littleborough Phase 1B scheme. So this is the main control structure that allows the reservoir to function. It's made with a low carbon concrete.
So the ternary concrete is something that was added into the concrete standards, the BS 8500 standards updated in November 2023. It actually brings in increased flexibility, so you can mix in cement replacements for an even lower carbon concrete. We've actually done a trial at Hexham before in the northeast. What we've got here at Littleborough project is the first full-scale demonstrator project using the ternary concrete right across the whole project in all of the in-situ concrete works here. So what happened on the Littleborough project, which was great to see, is the project team engaged with the concrete supplier and worked with the designer as well to look at what other lower carbon mixes they could use. So they looked at the ternary mix option. They were already using a lower carbon concrete mix here with a high slag replacement mix, but by incorporating 15% of limestone fines in the Portland cement part of the combined binder, that further reduced the carbon footprint. So it's really great to see the engagement with the concrete supplier in the discussions to meet the performance requirements and then get agreement for that with the design.
So this is the first time we've used this sort of low carbon ternary concrete on a project like this. In terms of any issues we've had, relatively few really. In terms of getting the specification approved, it's now approved with the British standard, so that was a straightforward process. And the only issue we had was because it's a high cement replacement in cold weather, it can take a bit longer to get the early strength gain to be able to strip your formwork, but other than that it performs really well.
These ternary concretes, they're available in concrete standards. It's worth making sure that our concrete mix designs allow for ternary concrete mixes, and then when we ask for them, work with the concrete suppliers to see if we can actually make that happen. And the Littleborough project, in using it in all of the in-situ concrete works, showing that it's actually performing really well, meeting all the performance requirements. 25% of our total carbon footprint is from the use of concrete. So when we focus on reducing carbon in concrete, compared to a 100% Portland cement concrete here on the Littleborough project, you're probably looking at something like 70% reduction on that. And even, they had low carbon concrete to start with in the mix design on Littleborough. They were able to save something like 15 tonnes of carbon just by making a further incremental change by including some additional limestone fines in the concrete binder.
In my view, we're at a point now where we should be selecting ternary concrete for all our projects because of the carbon benefits. There's minimal cost increase from using the concrete, and it performs like any other concrete.